doesn't like meat except vegetarians? But
I'm looking for a Triscuit. I'm looking for a Triscuit.
And some cheese.
Stack that up like.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
so delish. Good afternoon, guys.
Good
Talking about
afternoon.
storms. A rapid fire lightning starting to show up now in northern portions of Washington County. And this is going to become more and more frequent, I think, as time goes on, right through the late afternoon, early evening. Let's get right to the radar. This is the high resolution version. So the radar scan coming out of there just east of Cedar City. And you notice when we looked at this last time, we didn't have a lot of lightning strikes, but now here they are. And this is some pouring rains, really, around New Harmony and Cedar City. Guess what? It's moving in your direction. It may miss you by a bit, but regardless, it'll be close enough and it may span out a little bit. And you could get wet real quick, and there's going to be some flooding due to this, I'm afraid, because the steering current, as I mentioned, is not real strong with any of this. You see more lightning strikes just north of Richfield there, and some along Price, and I believe there's a bunch along the border here of Colorado as well, kind of in a sporadic nature. Nothing all that well organized just yet. Let's see if we zoom in here. Then we had some rain, most of it this morning in Utah County. Now that is around the Uintas, and this really isn't lightning or thunderstorm based, it's just some showers, at times moderate activity there. But things are developing out west, and they will increase in overall coverage as time goes on. Orem webcam still got lots of clouds. This will help inhibit thunderstorm development this afternoon for you. If we can keep it on longer, keep that lid from the thunderstorm activity. We'll see how well that happens, though. Salt Lake Valley, now this is a holiday looking north and west. There's the clearing. And right above this picture is the clouds. So again, even here, we're inhibiting the thunderstorm development. You can see what the clouds have done for temperatures, 73 at this hour in Salt Lake. It's noon in July. Isn't that something? Because we've heard nothing but 100 so many times, you know, from June till now. 81 Wendover, 80 in Elko, 77 Ely. There you go. It's been sunny all day from, well, so far anyway. 88 in Moab southward, 84 in Page, Arizona. Here's a wider view. I want you to notice the few frames going from 11 to 12 o'clock. Notice how many more green spots there are. These are those pulse storms beginning to brew and fire up. And there's a lot of vertical development, and they hold a lot of water. So that's why we have those flood watches in place from central Utah southward right down to the border. And I think even northern Utah, the Weather Service there is putting some stuff out from Flagstaff and even Tucson Weather Service. They've had a lot of storms already this morning. Nearby these, we're going to see a lot of wind. There hasn't been a steady wind of anything of major magnitude just yet, 13 miles per hour there in Price. But you get nearby some of these storms, sure. As is typical, you're going to get some bursts of wind to kind of jostle your vehicle around if you're traveling home later on this afternoon. Last day of work, and it's going to be a fine one. I think at most 89 degrees. If we see more storms, it won't even be that warm. 86 degrees in Provo today, 83 in Price, 88 Wendover, 98 Bullfrog, and Lake Powell, because they're sunny now, and they will stay sunny for a good chunk of the day before the storms really open up. 67 tonight in Ogden, 63 in Provo. Southern Utah, storms today, tomorrow, yeah, even Sunday. And I think we're going to cut back on the storm chances a little bit here on Sunday. That's my hope anyway, because I want to salvage at least part of your weekend, okay? But don't be shocked if you see one. So we're just trying to make sure we don't destroy the entire weekend from these storms. But it hasn't been that bad. I mean, they come in, they move out, and most of them happen in the afternoon and the overnight hours. Next week, by the way, I don't see a lot of stormy activity, especially Monday and Tuesday. And what does that mean? Tell me. Heat. The heat starts coming on.
Okay, I have a party from
When
week
is
from
that?
this Saturday, a week from tomorrow.
Oh, boy, you're talking a week out with all this activity?
I know.
Do you expect
Come on now.
a week out?
Yeah.
Let me look at that 10-day for, you know.
It was sounding positive, just hot, huh?
You know, commonly in July, you're going to have your afternoon storms, so anticipate that. I'll make a
All right, we'll
future
talk.
guess at this point.
Jeff, you know, just make the woman happy. Tell her what she wants to hear this far out.
Dan lies to me all the time.
It's going to be perfect. It'll be perfect.